Hi everyone! Okay, so I'm going to try and do a process video since I haven't done one in so long. Let me give you a little bit of a backstory. I've been trying to get through my Studio Calico layouts. Yes, story of my life. And the one I am currently working on is Sugar Rush. Now this was a page done by Jillian Nelson back in 2014, maybe even 2013, I don't know. However, I ran into a problem. This right here was part of the digital kit or digital purchases that you could do, and I purchased it, tried to trace it with my silhouette cameo, and it's not happening. It will trace like maybe one or two of the big hearts, and that is it. And it won't catch all these little ones. So I don't know how she got hers to work. However, I fussed with it for like 2 hours one day, and you know what, I was done. So I've come up with something else, but I will use the products from this collection on the page that I am currently doing. It is a 4x6 photo, and I have a stack. I know I've showed it before in a video before of all the things that I've pre-made, just backgrounds just from either painting or just scraps. So this is the one I'm going to be using. I really like this paint color. I couldn't even tell you what it was from or what I was doing. However, I have a whole bunch of this color page backgrounds in this stack. So I'm going to go with this one. This was the runner-up, and I did this, like I said, a couple of years ago when I was sick and I was just sitting on the couch, and they're just squares mounted on white paper and then kind of forming a heart. So I'm not gonna go with this one, even though I liked it because it was almost done, but I did want to use the products that came in the kit. So there's this one. This one I believe I've shown before. This one, I don't know if you can tell, it's got some gold hearts on it, and it's because I used the stencil and then I flipped the stencil over and then used it as a stamp for this. I don't know if you can see it, there's snowflakes. Some of those hearts using that same stencil. So I have quite a few things in here. It's an ombre one. Oh goodness, excuse me. And then there's this one, and just, like I said, a whole bunch of things that I have in here that I just haven't done because I haven't been scrapping. So anyways, that's where I picked my background from, and it was already pre-done, so it makes my life easy. So I did want to do something similar to the original page. So what I did was I printed out this heart from my silhouette, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Inca Gold and I'm going to kind of smudge around the edges so that it kind of gives me that heart shape. And then I was thinking I was going to hand stitch around the edge of that gold color to kind of give it a little bit more dimension, and then start going from there. So that is what I have so far. So if you're still with me, sit back and enjoy. I pulled a couple of other things other than what was in the kit, and since it's been forever, let me show you what came in the kit. It was a stamp set, and it's got like some dots with the outlines or whatever underneath it. There's that, some plastic shape hearts, some enamel dots, this craft color die cuts, and then an October Afternoon Daily Flash alpha set. So that is what came in the kit and what I will probably attempt to use. I'm also going to do some stamping with the stamp set and kind of like a background technique. And then these are the other things I pulled. It is Echo Park chipboard accents from the set Anything Goes. The Girls Papery, I have a whole bunch of these. They were like probably, they were $1 from the expo years ago, but I have 2 sets of these, so I'm trying to get through my stash. These crochet hearts, I have them in other colors, but I was thinking maybe I could use it in that one, but we'll see as the page comes together. And then these 2 little decorative button chipboard sets, and then this Fancy Pants chipboard set. I really like the idea of doing a border in like the corner of the heart, but like I said, we will see how it goes. whoops, how it goes through with the layout. So, all right, sit back and enjoy. I hope I'm not too rusty. All right, thanks guys. Hi everyone. Okay, so I'm hoping that this is going to work. I mean, there's nothing like the 5th time is the charm, right? 5th time. Anyways, so I am going to use this gold paint, which was obviously very dry. Since the last time I used it, it was 2 years ago. So it was kind of too hard of a paint. I don't actually know what kind of paint it is, honestly. But it worked out when I added just a little bit of water to it. And initially it started off kind of washed out like almost like a beigeous, almost like a beige gold. But once the water kind of seeped down into the container, it was just like it was before. It's just like new. So I go ahead and I smudge the sides with the gold paint with just my finger. And I'm liking how it is looking so far. And like I said, I had wanted to go ahead and hand stitch on the layout once it was done. However, once I pull it up right here, I noticed that I don't like it. I don't like the harsh line, which you couldn't really see in the video, but I just didn't like it. I wanted more of a messy look, and so I went ahead and just kind of traced the heart over again with my finger, kind of rubbing out the harsh line from the template so that it would kind of smooth over and kind of just blend together, and it did. I have a 4x6 photo, so I needed it to kind of fit in the middle. And I think it would have been fine had the heart been a little bit smaller, but because I had such a large photo, which I know isn't really large, it's standard, but I wanted it to still be noticeable that it is a heart. So I'm taking my Heidi Swap Gold Lame, and I'm just taking the bottom of the dauber there and kind of brushing it around the sides of the heart to kind of give it more of a messy look, I guess. Kind of like Corey Jones from Two Peas in a Bucket from back in the day. I am using this polka dot stamp from the kit with Hero Arts tomato something color, and I'm stamping it more than once after I put down the ink, stamping it a couple of times, and I really like how it's coming out, but unfortunately at the end of the page you actually don't see much of it because I'm going to end up covering it with a doily. But I do like the idea of it, and I know I've made a page similar to this in the past, kind of a fun go-to design with hearts and with little things in the background. So here is my heart doily, and it was just from the Target dollar spot. It came in with other different sizes around Valentine's Day. And I am opening up this washi tape that also came in the kit. It has sunburst pattern on it in orange, yellow, and pink. And I think the colors went really well with the background color. So, another thing again that doesn't really show up once the page is done. But I really like it. I initially was going to use the banners from the Fancy Pants set and decided to go ahead and use this one from the Echo Park Anything Goes chipboard set instead. I liked that there was more triangles or more bunting. I actually don't know what they're called. But that there was more triangles to make a banner since it was such a large space. So I am going to look for the spot for my title. I wanted it on one of the tags that's in this craft die cut set. And you can't really see it, it just looks like it's all craft, but there's some white stripes or diagonal stripes at the end of the tag there. And I am just going to use the alphas from the kit, and it's going to spell out picture perfect. thankfully I still had enough alphas to make a title. I feel like because I don't use the pink a lot, or pink anything really a lot, I definitely have enough alphas to cover just about any title I want to come up with. So I'm just going to add that, and using my trusty Tim Holtz paper piercer to help me fit that on the page just right. And then once I get the title down, I'm going to add the blue crocheted heart. I know I pulled out the pink one instead, but the pink was a little bit too much. I already have the pink stamping in the background, the pink showing from the washi tape, and the pink in the banners. And I thought it was a little bit too much. And even though the background is blue, this one, I don't know, I thought it looked a lot nicer. I'm going to add a button from one of these chipboard sets here, and then a couple of enamel dots, one in kind of like a mauve color and one in a sparkly golden color from the kit as well. And then I'm trying to find something for the top corner there. I wanted some sort of tab or some sort of something up there, and after looking at all the embellishments I pulled, I didn't like any of them, and I realized quickly that I didn't add anything from my stash that's kind of like a die cut other than the craft that came in the kit itself. So because I couldn't decide, I went ahead and I put down the banners because I knew that was something that I definitely knew I wanted to get done. And usually when I'm stumped with something, I try to move on. That way I don't spend too much time fussing over something that's so trivial. So, and then I'm going to skip ahead as I looked for stickers in my stash to go with the page. And this is a giant gorgeous flower from a sticker sheet from, I want to say, either Cartabella or Echo Park. And it was kind of like a year-round type of sticker set or sticker page that had all the days of the month on it. So these are some wood grain sticker butterflies from Studio Calico. I am almost done with those. The lighter color butterflies that you can see there on the sticker sheet are a ledger pattern instead of a wood grain pattern. The sticker sheet here with the tab that I pulled off is from October Afternoon. I don't know what set it is, so it's one of their summer lines, I know that's for sure. And then I'm in a gray Hero Arts. You know what, I don't even remember what it's called. I just know it's some sort of grayish wet cement, maybe? I'm just guessing at this point. Now on to the journaling, which is another quick and easy thing I know that I'm going to be able to finish. And I am just drawing some lines with my gray, I don't know what kind of pen this is. I just know I really like it. And I got it from the paper source. And like I said, it is in gray because my black one is in a bag somewhere else and I was too lazy to go get it. So the gray one's a good substitute. It's not too harsh for the colors. And I know I like the black lettering in some of my pages, but lately I've been gearing towards this gray one just because it's available and on my desk and it's quick and easy. And I like handwriting my journaling just because it's just another piece of something, you know, of me for my children when they go through these albums when they're older. I stuck another button in another button from that Teresa Collins set, and then a enamel dot to finish off that cluster there in the corner. And then I was thinking it wasn't quite done, and I pulled out this old, oh no, I'm sorry, I pulled out some twinery twine for the tag, of course. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I am going to end up backing the entire page on some craft paper, and oh my goodness, no, I'm not even there yet either. So these are some basic gray alphas from my stash in the same color as the background. I really like the tone-on-tone look of adding my kids' initials and their age in the background, kind of like a hidden surprise to know, you know, exactly what it is. It doesn't pop out at you right away, but it's there. So now am I going to back the page? It's got to be coming up because I feel like it was one of the last things. Aha, there it is. This is an old set, and I want to say it's by My Mind's Eye that I bought it at Michael's, and I didn't really care for a lot of the patterns, but what I did care for was the fact that it was a craft color, and it was a nice craft color on a thick cardstock. So I cut down the edges, and I added that to the back of this craft paper here. I'm almost done with that that paper pad. Like I said, it's just things that I won't ever use. It's so muted. So I'm going to add some little drops of the Golden Lame, and it is really a miracle that I didn't spill what was ever left in that bottle all over my page. I usually hold it in my hand, but because I was holding the paper, I took a chance. So here is the finished layout and kind of a close-up of everything. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!